The folks at EA Sports getting us pumped about the video game, releasing things in little drips and drabs. And on Thursday, we got offensive unit rankings. These are the ratings that you'll see when the game drops. And they're very interesting. Georgia and Oregon leading the way at 94 overall. And this is not surprising. When I was at EA Sports, they explained veteran quarterbacks who have proven themselves. They're going to be given attributes that allow them to overcome a lot of things. They're going to make them more accurate. They're going to make them be able to handle a lot more things that will make the receivers better at catching the ball. Plus, tons of talent around Carson Beck at Georgia. That running game is going to be good. Dominic Lovett's back. Ra Thomas is back. They bring in Ben Urosic, the tight end from Stanford, to do a lot of the Brock Bowers type stuff. That's what I'm curious about. Like, how good did they make Ben Urosic? Because I know the folks that make the game read a lot, listen to a lot, watch a lot. They follow all this stuff. So they know that a lot of the football folks are excited about Ben Urosic coming over from Stanford. But again, how do you take what he did at Stanford and then translate it to what it would look like in Georgia's offense in terms of a rating? It's fascinating to me. Fascinating. Oregon makes a lot of sense. Also at 94, you bring Dylan Gabriel in to replace Bo Nix. I think the stats are going to be fairly similar. The accuracy numbers in the high 70s probably. And then, also a very good runner like Bo Nix. They're different quarterbacks, but I think they can produce very similar results. Plus you add Evan Stewart, the former 5-star receiver from Texas A&M, into the mix. That's going to be a really good offense. Alabama at number 3, 91 overall. So would we have considered Alabama's offense last year in 91 overall? I'm not sure we would have. I think, it was good, but it was very kind of run the ball, throw deep. Is there going to be a mid-range game in this? And because remember, real life and video game life are different. They can make Jalen Milroe do whatever they want in the video game. If they made it where Jalen Milroe is a more accurate mid-range passer, they said, okay, we are assuming because Kalen DeBoer has come in to coach him. Now, obviously, Kalen DeBoer is not in the game yet, but they are factoring that in, that he's going to be a more accurate mid-range passer. Well, all of a sudden, you have a quarterback who can run, who can throw the deep ball better than almost anybody. And if he's good in the mid-range, then yeah, they're going to be very tough to stop. Couple of rankings that raised my eyebrow. Clemson at number 10 overall. Now, I think the Clemson fans are looking at this and going, holy crap, if that happens in real life, we're in good shape. We're back in the playoff, baby. And it's true. If Clemson has the 10th best offense in the country, they're back in the playoff because they'll have a really good defense. Is this because EA Sports has faith in Clemson's freshman receivers? Did they make Phil Maffa awesome? I played a game at Clemson when I played at EA Sports, so I played about a quarter and a half, but I was playing as the opponent. I actually had UNLV playing at Clemson, so I was trying to run the go-go offense against Clemson's defense. I don't remember Cade Klubnik being particularly impossible to stop, but that I'm curious about. Do you feel like they got more dynamic at receiver? Because that was a big problem for them and has been for the last few years. I'm curious about that. Speaking of freshman receivers, like how good did they make Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State? Because the reports coming out of Columbus are that he's awesome. But I do wonder about this. Like with a Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State or say a Cam Coleman at Auburn, like if you make them really good, if you give them a very high rating as a freshman before they've ever played an actual game, does that put more pressure on real life Jeremiah Smith and real life Cam Coleman? I don't know. But these are fascinating questions. Colorado is in an interesting spot. Colorado sitting at number 8. We know Shedeur Sanders is really good. We know Travis Hunter be playing receiver, playing corner. Horn is a very good receiver. They've got good receivers. I think they feel good about what they've got at running back too. We don't know about the offensive line. That's obviously been completely retooled through the transfer portal. Also, and this is what makes this difficult for us in real life and for the people programming the game, this is a completely different offense than last year. Pat Shurmur took over toward the end of last season, but they were still running the offense that Sean Lewis had been running. He overhauled that offense this offseason. And so we don't really know what Shermer's offense is going to look like. Obviously, they've done their homework trying to figure out what a Pat Shermer offense would look like at Colorado. But I don't know that they know either. So this could be one where, hey, it's Colorado, it's Coach Prime, everybody wants to play a Shador. Let's give him a little bit higher ranking. Let's goose that ranking a little bit and make sure that people have fun when they're playing as a team that we know they're going to play as. I think that may be what happened here, because the offense is really a mystery right now. We don't know. We know Shador's good, and we know he has targets, but part of the problem last year was he was just getting battered. This year, will he be protected better? We don't know. We don't know. But they did set obviously the ratings for his individual offensive linemen, so they must feel pretty good about it. One that stuck out in a different way, Ole Miss at 13. Like, how are you putting Ole Miss below Clemson, below Colorado? Like, Ole Miss's offense is awesome. And Ole Miss's offense is going to be better than it was last year. Like, Jackson Dart is back. Trey Harris is back. Caden Priestcorn is back. You add Juice Wells. And I think, maybe if you don't understand how that particular offense works, you go, oh, they lost Quinshon Judkins to Ohio State. They can't possibly be as good. No. Ulysses Bentley averaged more yards per carry last year, and their receivers are so good that they're going to be running into light boxes when they run in. Oh, by the way, Jackson Dart's a threat to run. Like, that offense should be the easiest to move the ball. It should be top 5 in terms of rating. I can't believe it's down at number 13. Cannot believe. You got job, Lane Kiffin. Lane wants to be in the game. He said he'd be in the game for free. Lane, you should ask for like $1 billion to be in the game now, just for this level of disrespect here. They got him below Penn State. And look, I love Andy Kotelnicki. He thought he did great things at Kansas, but we haven't seen him at Penn State yet. Penn State's offense was boring as hell last year. How do you put them above Ole Miss? One more glaring omission. I told Vol Twitter when they ranked Neyland Stadium too low in the toughest environments to play in, go get them. Vol Twitter's going to be truly mad about this. Tennessee's offense is not rated in the top 25 at all. Not there. USC's at 25, which I think is a little low. I think that shows no faith in Lincoln Riley and what he's done over the years. But Tennessee's not in there at all. No faith in Nico Iamaleava. No faith whatsoever. No faith in Josh Heupel. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I'm throwing this out there. Once the season starts, the beauty of this era of video game play is it's not like they make the cartridges or they press the discs and that's the game and it never changes. Things can change. They can fly in updates. You're going to have to fly in an update on Tennessee's offensive ranking. I'm just telling you that right now. You're going to have to fly in an update on that. That is a glaring omission. And Vol Twitter is going to be rightfully and righteously angry. Go get him, Vol Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples on 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.